Many of us still drying out from the thorough dousing we got last night into this morning, George. Any of that continuing on into the day?
No, we're all done with that. Charlie, how did you survive up there in Newaygo County? Were you good?
Not well.
Oh, not well.
Pretty drenched.
And then you got that text message and you went, uh-oh.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I was one of the folks who didn't see, I saw it as text message, not test message at first. So I, got in my car and then obviously eventually realized that it was just a drill. So good to see they're testing it, but
yeah, absolutely.
Awakening.
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't have any major event from all of the heavy rain, but boy, did it rain pretty hard. None of that here for tonight or tomorrow. Now we'll have to deal with some fog. 13 weather ball is red. Wednesday, warmer weather ahead.
The 13 Weather Ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
Skies have been clearing this afternoon, but there was a lot of rain, especially around Grand Haven. Over 4 inches there, 4.5 in Middleville. Many areas receiving 2 to 3 inches of rain, especially between M20 to the north and I-96 and a little bit further south. But skies have been clearing all afternoon. We've got beautiful sunshine, just a few lingering cumulus clouds, and temperatures have now warmed up into the mid and even upper 70s, 60s over in the eastern part of the state where there's still some showers going on, and our dew points have been dropping. We've dropped from the 60s into the 50s now. That represents about a 9 to as much as 13 degree drop in that category. Clouds are retreating, but now with all that rain on the ground and light winds tonight, there's a good possibility we'll see some fog forming. But there's the storm system, very slow moving one, moving over Lake Erie right now, heading to the east. Got a cold front dropping down from the north. That's going to bring us some showers on Thursday. There go the clouds, and we're going to see clear skies with that fog developing after about 10 o'clock tonight through about 10 o'clock tomorrow morning. This cold front's going to rapidly race down through, but after a sunny day tomorrow and a mostly clear start to the night tomorrow night, some showers are going to move in prior to daybreak over the northwest counties, but this is a very narrow line of showers, so it may rain for an hour on Thursday before the sun comes back out on Thursday afternoon, and that may be it for rain for quite some time because we got sunshine all the way through the weekend. In terms of rainfall, nothing here between now and Thursday morning, but when we do get the rain, you can see it's just a few hundredths of an inch more up toward Traverse City with about 3/4 of an inch. Long range outlook says no fall weather coming. It's a lot of summer-like weather all throughout much of the eastern 2/3 or 3/4 of the country. Our average highs are around 80 plus, and we may be into the mid and upper 80s with a higher chance for less precipitation. You'll see that in the 10-day forecast coming up. Later on tonight, the small craft advisories and beach hazard alerts will expire as waves around 3 to 4 feet will come down to virtually flat as winds will turn around to the south in the morning. So overnight tonight, expect clear or clearing skies, some fog developing, especially around Hart, Muskegon, Holland, and South Haven. Overnight lows in the mid and upper 50s, low 50s up north. A lot of fog, especially in Fremont and Greenville to the south, and here in the greater Grand Rapids area where the heaviest rain fell, we'll see the greatest chance for some fog as lows drop into the low and mid 50s. 13 on your side forecast. Pretty good chance about everywhere for showers and storms moving out in the afternoon as it becomes humid. Humidity drops then now for the weekend. Some haze on Friday from wildfire smoke to the north, jumping into the low and mid 80s through Sunday. And we're going to be very humid with mid 80s all the way through Wednesday of next week with very little chance through the following Friday.
George, we had to wait a little bit, but it looks like the weather out there is drying out for a little while at least.
I got 1 or 2 puddles yet out here on the weather deck. Yeah, there was a lot of rain, wasn't there, Charlie?
A ton.
Yeah, a lot of it falling yesterday evening and then kind of calmed down a little bit overnight, but man, did we get a lot of rain. Now that may lead to some fog overnight, so another concern for the early morning commute. 13 weather ball though is red. We have warmer weather ahead on your Wednesday.
The 13 Weather Ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
Well, a much better evening to walk the dog, and this is Hershey and Luna. Hey, a green paw this evening for Joni as you head on out, and in the morning it'll be on the cooler side. It'll be in the 50s. Not too far away from our average lows, though. Highs tomorrow with the sunshine should be in the upper 70s, 8.3 on a 10-point scale to generate green electricity from just the sun. Winds still just in that tolerable range. generating at least a little bit. Every little bit helps from the wind. All of the showers finally moved on out this afternoon as clearing took place as we thought it would. Got a few fair weather cumulus clouds overhead, but what a beautiful end to the day. Still a bit of haze in the air, but the storm system itself now is just to the north and east of Cleveland. All of the active weather is way off to our east. Now we have a cold front that's dropping down from the north. Won't affect us tomorrow. All it will do is just bring our winds up a little bit during the afternoon tomorrow, but clear skies tonight with all that rain, possibility of some fog for your morning commute. Clear skies early tomorrow night, but by daybreak on Thursday, there's a chance that some of these scattered showers and very brief thunderstorms could arrive over the northwest counties on Thursday morning. And watch how quickly this moves on through. It's about an hour in any one location, but everyone should see at least a little bit of rain, and then that might be it for quite a while. Sunshine returns for Friday and over the weekend, and we'll also start to see some higher humidity. Well, no rain here tonight or during the day tomorrow and most of tomorrow night. The rain will get into the Ludington area prior to daybreak on Thursday, and to the north is where most of the rain is expected to fall with that one cold front. Temperatures, though, going to have a higher chance of warmer readings. Our average high from the 23rd through the 29th are right around the upper 70s to 80. And we continue to see that and warmer, and still a continuation of fewer chances for rain during that 7-day period. Water temperatures still in many areas right at the beaches, right around 70 to 71. They've dropped off into the 50s and 60s further out in the lake with that north wind. So possibility of some fog late tonight and for your morning commute, mid and upper 50s at the lake shore. Variable winds up north will lead to a little bit of fog. Overnight lows in the low 50s. Here in the greater Grand Rapids area, with all that heavy rain and clearing skies and light winds, good chance that we'll see some fog. Overnight lows in the low and mid 50s. 13 on your side forecast. After the fog lifts, the sun comes out tomorrow. A little bit humid on Thursday afternoon as that front comes through, and then it drops behind the front. We'll see some wildfire haze on Friday, but we'll jump from the 70s into the 80s over the weekend. Look at next week. Now we're calling for very humid conditions with dew points in the 70s starting Monday, lasting through Wednesday, and then a little relief toward the end of next week. Well, sun came out this afternoon and the humidity has been dropping, but we still have one more chance of rain before the weekend. 13 weather ball tonight is red. On your Wednesday, we have warmer weather ahead.
The 13 Weather Ball is sponsored by LaFontaine Lincoln Grand Rapids.
Highs today have climbed up into the mid and even upper 70s in a few spots where the skies have cleared this afternoon. Still in the 60s for highs off in the eastern part of the state. Within our target range, we've done that 5 days in a row. We forecast 73 today. I'm glad it got warmer. Rainfall totals. Here is what the National Weather Service came up with. 4.5 inches in Middleville, 4.1 in Grand Haven. Many areas, as we talked about, receiving 2 to over 3 inches worth of rain, all falling in about an 8-hour period yesterday afternoon. It was a record over in Holland. That should have been updated. And it was a record with about 2 3/4 of an inch of rain. And your area now is up over 1 1/3 inches above average. We're pretty close to average here in Grand Rapids. And actually still, despite the rain yesterday in Muskegon, it is still just a little bit below average. Do have another chance of some rain later this week, but all the showers tonight are from Lansing eastward. It's just raining lightly in Lansing. We've had a few cumulus clouds develop in the afternoon sunshine. The parent storm that brought all that heavy rain now migrating slowly to the east over eastern Lake Erie right now. We're turning our attention to this cold front that will come through during the day on Thursday. That's when our next chance of rain will be. You can see the clouds will clear this evening, and with all of the wet ground and light winds, there's a possibility there could be some dense fog tomorrow morning. Keep that in mind as you head out the door. Might want to add a few extra minutes of travel time here tomorrow if that fog does develop. But look at that, sunny skies all day long after the morning fog lifts. Tomorrow night, increasing clouds, and this is daybreak on Thursday. I'll see some showers getting down to as far south as Grand Haven, up to about Big Rapids. So you'll wake up to some showers, but they'll be the first to leave in the afternoon. We'll see ours in the morning into the early afternoon on Thursday, and then the sun comes out. We're going to see clear skies then overnight Thursday night and lots of sunshine as we lead our way up to the weekend all day on Friday. Rain all the way into Thursday morning from about Muskegon northward. That's where the most will be. So nothing here in Grand Rapids until during the day. And during the day, we could see maybe up to 3/4 of an inch. Not the deluge we saw last night, but still more on the horizon. On the lake shore, look for clear skies in the morning with some fog possible, and then the sun comes back out. After waves going down tonight, they'll start to go back up to around 2 to 3 footers from about Grand Haven northward in the afternoon. So best swimming will be right around midday. Some fog in the early morning, but sunshine by afternoon, upper 70s to around 80 along the lake shore. Again, some morning fog possible, but the sun then clears that fog out right around 80 or so. And here in the greater Grand Rapids area, we'll see temperatures upper 70s and low 80s. Again, watch out for some morning fog. 13 on your side forecast. Cold front going through on Thursday will make it breezy, briefly humid as those showers and storms come through, and then they'll clear on out. The humidity drops through at least Sunday morning, jumping from the 70s into the 80s over the weekend. Next week, very warm, very humid, very little chance of rain, and then a little bit more seasonable at the end of next week.